The people have reached a breaking point. We can see what's going on in California with restaurant owners, sheriffs defying the executive dictatorial orders of Governor Gavin Newsom. It's happening in other states. Yes, we are in a revolution. The government thinks that it's better than we are. So-called government. Government thinks it can do whatever it wants. Government thinks that it can enslave the American people, just like King George III did in the months and days leading up to 1776 when we declared independence on July 4th of that year. We can see what's going on. And here's an important point to think of. The president and others in the Republican establishment, of course, the president is not the Republican establishment, are trying to push the notion that electing 2 senators in Georgia in the runoff elections are somehow going to save this country. Think about it carefully. What would be the so-called line of defense in the Senate? Mitch McConnell, a two-faced Republican establishment hack that's out for it for himself as well as the other senators? If this is going to save us, God help us all. And in fact, we do hope that God will help us all. We need to rise up. And that's why I wrote this book, It Takes a Revolution, Forget the Scandal Industry. Read the Declaration of Independence first, as I've been saying over and over and over again. When the government breaks away from the people, I'm paraphrasing, we have a God-given right to alter or abolish that form of government and to form a new government. Read my book, read my lips. Read how this country has no government at all, how the 3 branches of government are corrupt. And you can see that, particularly with my once proud alma mater, the Justice Department, that plays games, smoke and mirrors, to make you think that they're investigating the crimes of the Obama-Biden years, notwithstanding the Clinton years. They've gotten off scot-free, the Bonnie and Clyde of American politics. The games that are being played, because they all protect each other, and they know, in Washington, D.C. in particular, that if they push too hard against those in the opposition party, that there will be blowback against them. They're in it for themselves, not for we, the people. And let me tell you someone else who's in it for himself, and I got to laugh at this. It's tragic, and frankly, it's sick. And that's Newsmax claiming that they are now the heir apparent to Fox News. Well, Fox News has already shot its load, so to speak. They no longer represent conservatives, people of faith, or anybody else. Just yesterday, Chris Wallace had John Brennan on Fox News Sunday. Can you believe that? The felon John Brennan, who illegally surveilled not just the president, but many, many others, including yours truly, who lied to Congress under oath. That's who they're putting on and showcasing on Fox News Sunday. But let me tell you about Newsmax, because see, at one time I thought that Chris Ruddy, the CEO of Newsmax, was my friend, but there are no friends here. He's an opportunist. He's now claiming that he's the pro-Trump network. But let me tell you something. Go back and look. Just do a simple Google search and see how he donated $1 million to the Clinton Foundation when he thought Hillary Clinton was going to be president in 2016. So President Trump, do not trust him, and don't trust anybody. You need to get out there right now. You need to fire Blowhard Bill, the so-called Attorney General. Now there's rumors that he's going to resign. Don't wait. Put an interim Attorney General in there. Get these people prosecuted. Declare martial law and call a new election if you have evidence of massive election fraud. It's justified. This election was most likely stolen. Take action and do not trust people like Chris Ruddy of Newsmax. Two-faced. When it suits him again, he'll be making contributions in all likelihood to Joe Biden and everyone else if it can advance his interests. What now counts now is the interests of the American people. Interest to be free, to have liberty, to have justice. So go and purchase my book at freedomwatchusa.org. If you make a contribution over $75, you'll get a free copy. Otherwise, go to amazon.com and you can buy it for $17.95 and the audio version for even less, or a Kindle version for even less than that. Read it. I'm not going to make money on this, but this was in my heart. This is what needs to be said. The truth needs to be said. We're tired of hearing the purveyors of deception on the cable news networks, jingling the change so they can make more money, more advertising dollars, so the hosts can get their salaries increased as the rest of the country sinks into a sea of economic depravity and poor health. So I want to thank you for listening to me. Go out and get the book. It Takes a Revolution. Forget the Scandal Industry. And now is the time to trust ourselves, not to trust these purveyors of deception and these politicians that play games with the future of this country. God bless you. God bless your family. Stay safe. God will be there for us if we rise up. If not, we'll go the way of ancient civilizations in Rome and Greece and other places. God helps those that help themselves. I'll be back tomorrow with another special podcast. Until then, thank you for listening to me.